Does owning a home truly set you free? Let's start with a simple question. Have you ever thought about why owning a home is seen as the ultimate goal? We're told it's the key to security, stability, and adulthood. But is it really? Or are we clinging to an outdated belief that might actually hold us back? Picture this. You're working overtime to keep up with a mortgage, tied to a single location, and constantly worried about property taxes, maintenance, and the market value. Is that the freedom we millennials dream of? Or is it just another form of financial and emotional lock-in? Now, hear me out. Renting gets a bad rap. It's often seen as throwing money away, but what if it's actually buying something priceless? Freedom. Renting lets you pack up and go when life calls. No ties, no anchors. You can live in different cities, chase careers, or just explore the world. Yes, you don't own the property, but does that matter if you're living your fullest life? Would you trade limitless possibilities for a rigid sense of ownership that demands decades of your life just to pay off? What if renting isn't weakness but empowerment? Let's get real about the finances. Homeownership isn't just about a white picket fence. It's a mortgage, loans, endless repairs, and annual tax bills. Sure, you may eventually own it, but at what cost? Where's all this security and stability we're promised? Some of us saw our parents lose homes during economic downturns. A single bad year can leave you drowning in debt. And good luck selling quickly if you're underwater. Is this supposed to be the golden ticket to happiness? Millennials are already facing crushing student loans. Why add a mortgage to the mix? Think about this. Owning a home often ties you to one place. While that may sound comforting, it can mean missing out on career advancements, adventures, or just new experiences out there in the world. Doesn't staying in one spot conflict with the dynamic, ever-evolving lives we crave? Would you rather spend your life maintaining a property or expanding your horizons? Let's question the narrative. Is homeownership a dream we're truly chasing, or just a script handed to us by older generations who lived in completely different economic and social realities? Of course, renting has its flaws too. Rising rents, lack of long-term security, and predatory landlords are definitely worth criticizing. But on balance, renting gives you choices, and choices give you power. Isn't it better to pay for the life you want now than to invest decades into an uncertain future? Do we need to redefine the idea of home? Maybe it's not about where you plant your roots, but about where you feel free to grow. And that's not tied to owning four walls and a roof. Home could be wherever you're happiest, even if it's temporary. Here's a radical idea. What if home isn't a place at all? Maybe it's the people you're with, the passions you pursue, or the memories you make. Why limit a concept so personal to the confines of ownership? Isn't it more meaningful when it's tied to growth, not property? For some, a home is their sanctuary, but for others, it's a suffocating anchor. What's wrong with rejecting the conventional idea of settling down? Who decided that renting is less valid or less fulfilling than owning? Maybe true stability isn't tied to assets, but to your confidence in navigating life. It's time to hear from you. Do you think homeownership is the ultimate goal, or is it an overhyped myth? Does renting make you feel free, or does it make you anxious? Let's break open this conversation in the comments. Challenge the norm, share your perspective, and let's rethink what home really means together. So, what's your take? Rent or own? Let's start the debate right now.